Hello everybody, welcome back to our Indianapolis Colts franchise here on the PS4. Unfortunately, you're seeing the big game, Super Bowl 50, because the Colts got knocked out of the playoffs by the Sheriff, Peyton Manning, and the Denver Bronco defense of Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., DeMarcus Ware, and of course, Von Miller. We'll get to all that in a second, but some key things to go over because we're doing the whole offseason in this episode: scouting, hiring and firing staff, looking at the big game and who got there and how, and of course, everything else to do with NFL offseason. So first things first, let's get into the scouting department. We're going to look at everyone we are watching so far in the upcoming draft: fullback, center, left guard, D-tackle, right end, or safety. Everyone is crucial and important just as anybody else. So at fullback, we're looking at 2 here. Left guards, we're looking at 5. But we have 13 scouting points, unfortunately. Not enough to do anything, but that could be a turn on right there. That could get us to maybe draft Lyndon Roberts there. But we're going to have to cut some guys, so we're going to cut him. And we're going to hope in the second round, Oscar Lawson, is still available. He has B- toughness, B- impact block, B- pass block at the center spot. Same thing. We really don't need to look at 5 centers. We need to look at 3. That's a good number. Now let's go to right end. Too many. So we're going to go, as you can see though, we have some good guys in the late rounds, but as you can see, way too many. So we're just going to cut the unwatched or unscouted kid right there. We're also going to cut Antoine Winston. You can say, no, you shouldn't, but we are. You can make the case for Sean Hickman, but Antoine Winston is going. Now right ends, 2 first-rounders. We're looking at Neil Lunsford, but that all depends on the pick. He'll probably be taken, but he is attacking 4-3. We do run West Coast and attacking 4-3, not 3-4. So, unfortunately, maybe we can convert him, but if not, we'll go after Sean Hickman. Now to go to D-tackle. Yeah, 9 people, no thank you. Unfortunately, though, there's a lot of guys here. So, our max is going to be that 5th round guy right there. So, we're going to cut it down all the way to 6. D-tackles are very important. They can go fast. And that's all there is to it. Strong safeties is our final spot we're looking at. Unfortunately, Trey Mitchell not going to have it. And really none of these other guys. We'll keep all of them because there's 2 first, 2 third, and a 4th round. But we're going to have to take into detail with the draft. So we are now going to go to hiring and firing staff. Chuck Pagano made it clear. Doesn't want to come back. We made 3 offers. 2 of them to him. And as you can see, if we go to sign, Pagano says offer rejected. After careful consideration, I've decided to reject your offer. He signs with Pittsburgh. So we're out of a coach. That means Pittsburgh doesn't want Mike Tomlin. You can see him. Where did Tomlin go? He went to Dallas. So, Tomlin to Dallas, Pagano to Pittsburgh. That means who are we going to get, or who are we looking at? Well, offered Jason Garrett. He, base 4-3, he fits there, balanced offense. We offered him 3.4 for 3 years. That's what he wanted. Other than that, we were looking at Joe Philbin. He also runs base 4-3, but West Coast. He has right guard and right end re-sign influence, left in retirement, and yes, he can become predictable, but he would only want 3.2 million instead of 3.4. Although Jason Garrett is better and younger, we're gonna go with Garrett. Philbin just everything fits, it just doesn't work though. I don't believe that we can go through our Colts franchise and do any better with Philbin than Garrett. So that's who we're looking at. Now the big game, Super Bowl 50. Santa Clara, California. This is where it all comes down to. You see the standings. Colts win 10-6. Everyone else, well, who cares? Super Bowl preview. Who's in it? Chiefs, Packers. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers are going to face off. So, we're going to take a look at how they got there. Playoff schedule of the 2015 season. Let's start at the divisional round. Or wild card round, sorry. The Packers, they had to play wild card round. They played the Vikings. They won 24-14. The divisional round, well, Chiefs had a first round bye. Packers, they had to play Atlanta. Or sorry, the Chiefs didn't have a first round bye. They had to play Patriots. Packers had to play Atlanta, who finished 14-2. That is remarkable. But Green Bay held Atlanta. Chiefs, what else can you say? They beat New England and Foxborough. That set up the conference round. Chiefs, Broncos, Giants, Packers. Packers, again, handled the Giants, as they should. But then the Chiefs handled the Broncos. Yes, the Chiefs can go tail to tail, go head to head, go knuckle to knuckle, whatever you want to say, with the Broncos any time of the year. But to win it by 45-14, 31 points, that's a little ridiculous. Alex Smith did what he had to do. And that would set up postseason Super Bowl. Packers at Chiefs. Chiefs home team in Santa Clara. 6:17 kickoff time. We're going to skip ahead to that right now. And we're going to see who the Super Bowl 50 winner is. Don't know when Madden 17 is coming out, if it's coming out. But when it does, if there's an option to continue our franchise, you can bet your money that we are. So without further ado, let's get into the offseason. We're going to skip ahead. And now we're simulating the Super Bowl. Pause the video here. Predict the scores. You're a Chiefs fan, you're a Packers fan, like the video because your team's in it. Or do whatever you feel is necessary. But here we go. Offseason re-sign. Jason Garrett, you can see, is our new head coach. We have to re-sign 6 players. Not saying they are all wanting to resign or willing to resign, but they're throwing their hats in the ring. So let's see. Anthony Costanzo, Dwight Lowry, Jarrell Freeman, Arkin, Colt Anderson, Jonathan Pendleton, and that's it. That's who's signing. You can see we have some young guys who are all relatively young except Pendleton. He's 32, but we're going to start off with Anthony Costanzo. He played good this year, but that's a steep pay cut. Yes, he's 28-89 overall. Yes, we have $18 million in funds. And yes, his numbers show it. So, we're going to start out with a lump sum. We're going to offer him $42.5 million. We're going to see if he accepts it. He did accept it. What you can tell, the funds. It went from 18 to 10 million. So Costanzo is good. Colt Anderson had some good games late. He helped us with Denver, just couldn't pull it off on offense. He wants $970 for 1 year. We'll give him that and some. We're going to give him $1.2 million. I think he deserves it. Yes, he's 30 years old, only 70 overall, but he can play. So with that said, it looks like he did not resign. So he's not interested. So unfortunately, Colt Anderson will not be a member of this team. Dwight Lowry. He is a necessity. 82 overall, 30 years old. Again, numbers prove it. And I think he will get us for the right price. So we're actually going to bump it up to $12 million, 2.2 in salary, $800,000 for bonus. Will he accept? Yes, he does. We're down to 7.4. So far we have Costanzo and Lowry. Next is Jarrell Freeman. 30 years old, 77 overall. Overalls keep getting worse, but he only wants 3 years, $5.3 million. He's definitely a keeper if we can get him for the right price. So let's go ahead. We're going to offer him what he wants. If he accepts, he accepts. If he declines, he declines. And Darrell Freeman is now not an Indianapolis Colt. He's not interested. Yes, we can franchise tag him, but that comes at the cost of $9.2 million. You can see Pendleton, he comes at the cost of $12 million franchise tag. We will look at him. We need D tackles, so this could be very important for the upcoming draft. Pendleton, he's not a starter. He's nowhere near a starter. He wants only, what was it? He wants only $800,000, I believe, for 1 year. That's, honestly, we're going to offer it to him, but we're not making any miracles happen. If he accepts, we're still going after a D tackle in the draft. And he accepts it. So the last one, Arkin. Never heard of this guy, David Arkin. Probably good reason why. Left guard, 65 or 73 overall, 28 years old. He wants 1.6. We'll look at his stats really quick, go down the line, and they look pretty good. So you know what? We'll offer him a contract. We'll offer him $1.8 million. Let's round it out. And Arkin is now Colt. So the only two people we're losing in the offseason, Darrell Freeman, Colt Anderson. Yes, we can make him up. Yes, we're looking at him in the draft. But that's not the point. You want to re-sign everyone you can. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Super Bowl. Schedule the 2015 season. Once again, who do you think is going to win? Chiefs, Packers. Chiefs, the home team. The winner of the 2015 Super Bowl 50 of the NFL in Santa Clara, California is... not team schedule. Is... the Kansas City Chiefs. 35-24. Chiefs had to get through Foxborough. The Chiefs had to get through Denver. There you go. That just deserves a win. Let's see how it happened. First quarter, Green Bay went up 14-0. Alex Smith came back. They led 21-17 at half. Then the Chiefs piled on to a 35-17 lead. And with 463 offensive yards gained behind Alex Smith, the Chiefs rattled the Packers. Rodgers 1-1 on the day, 296. Smith 4-0, TD to interception ratio 273. Rushing, it's gotta be Jamal Charles, 19 carries, 97 yards to Eddie Lacy's 13 and 63. Let's see receiving. Anybody have multiple touchdowns? No. All different touchdowns for the Chiefs. Vince Mayle, Junior Hemingway, Jeremy Maclin, and Jamal Charles all had a receiving. And on the Packers side, it was Devontae Adams. And that's it. So your Kansas City Chiefs are the 2015 Super Bowl champions, 50th anniversary. Congratulations to them. Unfortunately, we could not make it. But now it's time to go through the offseason. We have Jason Garrett. We have our guys coming back to us. We do need to scout a middle linebacker, though, because of Darrell Freeman declining. We'll advance through the draft. Next episode will be the draft. You guys will see here live in living color. But it was a great year. Can't complain about anything. Can't get mad about anything. Yes, could have done a lot better. But we're going to look at some free agents. We only have 10.3 in funds, 27 in cap. We're only looking at Mike linebackers or middle linebackers and strong safeties. You see Brandon Marshall, Jameel Macklin, AJ Hawk. See a lot of guys good. But who would fit our scheme? Well, that would be Philip Wheeler. He's 31. He comes at a good price, to be honest. But a lot of these guys, you just don't know what you're getting. You can see here Craig Robertson. He's 28, 79 overall, $6 million. He's got 3 teams. Some other guys, it would be Brandon Marshall. He fits our scheme. That's a heck of a deal. 35.5 over 6 years for an 86 overall. I would take that. Now let's look at some strong safeties. George Iloka. He's going to be your top bidder. We have Tony Jefferson coming over from Tampa Bay. We have Stevie Brown. We have Tyvon Branch, Ryan Mundy, Bradley McDougal coming from the Colts. Yes, McDougal, who had that pick 6 in the Denver game that you saw. But right now, it's looking like we're going to take Andrew Sandeno. So we're going to offer him. We're not going to sign him, or he might sign with us. We don't know. We're going to offer him what he wants. He looks like a good fit, and I believe he would do good. But before that, we're going to look at his player card, something you guys need to take into account. 82 speed for his safety. He is 6'1". He is run support base 4'3". That's good. 78 zone, 59 man's not good. So with that said, Stevie Brown. He wants the same contract. He's just 1 year older. Let's take a look at his card. 62 man, 72 zone, 85 speed. He's only 5'11" though. This is stuff you have to take in account. 24-year-old Tony Jefferson. 5'11". He runs 4'3" base. But look at those stats. 74 man, 70 zone, 79 speed. 87 excel, 79 play recognition, 72 press, 81 pursuit. We're going to put our money into him. He fits our scheme. He does everything we're asking him to. And you know what? We're going to be nice. We're going to offer him $400,000 more than he wants. I know that might not be a lot to them, but hey, it's a lot to us. We're going to offer him his bonus that he wants. And we're going to see if we can get leading bid. So now my negotiations, we are highest bidder for Tony Jefferson. We'll do one middle linebacker and we'll move on. This is going to be a very lengthy episode, so sit back, kick, and relax. If it takes too long, we'll break it up into 2 parts, but we want to get the draft done. So, middle linebacker. Philip Wheeler looks like a good fit. Base 4'3", only 5 years, or $5 million for 2 years. We're going to look at some other guys, though. Craig Robertson. $6 million, 4 years, 28 years old. He's 6'1", and he runs base 4'3". Let's take a look at his player card. He's coming over from Cleveland. 78 speed, 85 excel, 82 agility, 81 awareness, 88 pursuit, 74 play rec, 80 zone, 71 man, 86 tackle, 80 hit power, 80 block shed, 75 power move, 65 finesse. He looks like a monster. We're also going to throw our hat in the ring at Craig Robertson. Now, this might not go unhinged, but again, we're going to offer him 6.1 instead of 6. $100,000 more than he wanted. We're also going to throw in a $1.5 million, or $1.5 million. Or sorry, 1.5. Yeah, $1.5 million. So, with that said, can't count numbers right now. We're going to offer Craig Robertson. Will he accept? Yes, he does. Well, we're leading bidder for right now, we should say. So, with that said, we're going to skip every other free agent on the market. Yes, we're relying heavily on the draft, but I think in the long run, that can do something for us. So let's go ahead and sim to next week. Now we will cover some other guys. So, coming to the offseason, we're running on 20 minutes, just about. I think we are going to break this up into 2 parts. The scouting combine is officially here. We are going to scout some guys first. Maybe someone has changed, maybe not. We don't know. But halfbacks, we only have 2 now active. We would like to run with 3, so we are going to go balanced offense, first and second rounds. Frank Gore's nice, a nice necessity, but is he really worth it? Well, a lot's changed. You can see we don't have a kicker. Mr. Adam Vinatieri, he is retired, so that's first on our agenda. And I think after scouting this week, we're going to round off the episode. So, balanced offense. This guy is pretty good. Yes, he'll go undrafted. Yes, he'll probably be 6th, 7th round. But as you can see by our picks, we have every round covered. We're fine on that aspect. So, there you go. Now we're going to scout some offense, starting with a halfback position. Frank Gore's a nice necessity. But there's a lot of guys we can definitely look at. We're going to put some on our watch list right now. If this goes all into plan, we're going to get exactly who we want when we want. I'm not saying that's bad, not saying that's good. It's just something to consider. So with that said, every other position you see here, it's basically golden for us. We actually have some new positions. Right end, or not right end, left outside linebacker. We only have one. He's not really that good. So let's go to available. He is number 2 though on the chart. Unfortunately, there's a lot of base and attacking 4-3s. That can definitely beat him out. So with that said, we're going to scout all these guys. And we're going to scout another strong safety. Yes, we just signed one. But you see here, one active. So with that said, we have a lot of guys coming in for Mario Aggers. He's pretty good. Carlos Ross, again, pretty good. Chase Jackson, he's first at 40-yard dash. Zach Jones, he's top 10 about. And then DeWitt Beckwith, he's all around as well. Kicker, we already got. Halfback, we already got. Fullback, don't need to worry about Vega. Left guard center, we're looking at. Right end D tackle, left outside linebacker. That's where our main focus is going to be now. So we are going to watch a lot of these guys. We're going to probably cut some of these guys too as well. So Corey Russ, Gordon Farrell, Lateral Russell, Raymond Lawson. A lot of 6-rounders here. Malcolm Hunter. And that's who we're keeping. These 5 right here. I know they're not the best. They're not the worst. They're about in the middle. And right now our best bet is Joey Henderson. But what do you want out of a 6-rounder? So we're going to scout these guys. I think that will round it out. I want to thank you guys for watching the first half of the Indianapolis Colts Franchise offseason. My name has been JT Plays. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Support, liking, giving tips, just everything in general. Hope you guys have enjoyed the first half of this offseason and hope everything goes well. Next time out, we'll take a look at halfbacks. We'll take a look up to the draft, and then we'll get to the draft. But for right now, there's a lot of questions to be answered. Clearly, Rodman Sharp is someone to deal with, and so is Michael Curtis. But right now, we have a little specified areas that we want. So we're going to cut some people from the watch list, and that's going to wrap it out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do whatever you feel is necessary. But we're going to advance to stage 3, and that's going to close us out. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you're new, check out other videos in the description below. And we will see you all in part 2 of the Indianapolis Colts Franchise offseason. Part after that, so 2 episodes from now, will be the draft. Live in living color once again. Thought we could get through this quickly, but unfortunately we didn't. So I'll see you guys all later.